Good morning everyone and welcome back to the EPFA Home Nations Cup here in Belfast, Northern Ireland. A development tournament for the players of England, Scotland, Northern Ireland and Ireland. Yesterday we saw a fantastic day's action in the competition. Each of the respective nations played 2 games. England currently top of the table, having played 1-2. Northern Ireland and Ireland, who we're about to see kick off shortly, very closely matched in the table, with Northern Ireland on 3 points, Ireland on a 1. A win or draw for Northern Ireland would see them progress to the final and face England later this afternoon. Ireland need a win to progress to the final, and later on this afternoon we've got the first matchup between Scotland and England, which promises to be a really exciting fixture. But this one here, we've got Ireland versus Northern Ireland. We apologise for the slight delay, but just to run you through the team lineups of Ireland. In goal, we've got number 3, Sean Cuddy, playing in front of him. We've got number 7, Dylan McLaughlin, number 10, Matthew Crowley, and number 11, Fionn O'Longig. On the bench for the Republic of Ireland, we've got Isaiah O'Driscoll, Tommy Thornton, and Lucas Gorman. To go through the Northern Ireland team, in goal, we've got Ellie Brown. In front of her, we've got Ethan McCabe, number 14. Number 2, Bartek Koskowski. We're also playing number 5, Ben Thompson. On the bench for Northern Ireland, number 4, Kingston Briers. Number 6, Dyer Gorman. And number 10, Carl McVeigh. I'm delighted to be joined in the gantry once again by Brian Dix. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you, Ryan. Very well, thank you. Had a very enjoyable breakfast, a nice little walk down to the beach, and all's okay.
Very nice. The sun is shining outside. Inside the sports hall, we're greeted by roar of applause from the bleacher seats behind us as Northern Ireland and Ireland line up for this really intriguing matchup. Winner takes a spot in the final against England. So it promises to be a really good game. Thoughts on this one, Brian?
Well, after watching yesterday's games, you know, I think it's I know it's an easy one to say, but 50-50 to be fair. I'm very impressed with the way Northern Ireland have played. I think they've got a magnificent defence, but also Ireland have played some great football as well. So it's for me, right now, it's too early to call. Give me another shout when there's 4 minutes to go.
Absolutely. Both of these sides played England yesterday. Both gave really good accounts of themselves. Ireland has come into a 2-0 loss to England. Northern Ireland 3-0, but both held their own and had positive, bright moments against arguable tournament favourites. So you'll have Northern Ireland to your left and Ireland to your right. Just to run you through them teams again of Ireland. Number 3 in goal, Sean Cuddy. Number 10, Matthew Crowley. Number 7, Dylan McLaughlin. And number 11, Fionn O'Longig. To run for Northern Ireland, number 1 Ellie Brown, number 2 Bartek Kwiatkowski, number 5 Ben Thompson, and number 14 Ethan McCabe. As Cuddy and McCabe exchange commemorative shields. We'll be kicking off shortly. So we just get a final few photographs. We'll be underway shortly. Final few checks, and we're off. Ethan McCabe with the kick-off. Straight over to Ben Thompson. Matthew Crowley will meet that straight away. Ben Thompson's done well to limit the space for Fiona Longig on that left-hand side. Mclaughlin with the kick. Ben Thompson intercepts. Referee allows that to continue as Matthew Crowley and Ben Thompson battle for it, but advances up the wing. He's got the option of Mclaughlin to his left, Crowley in a deeper position. I think the referees awarded a 3 in the box infringement there. So Ireland will have an early chance as Crowley finds Dylan McLaughlin, just drives it to the right hand side post. Ethan McCabe had it well covered, but some early pressure there from Ireland. Ellie Brown with her first involvement of the game, she'll want to get a nice accurate pass to one of her players, Bartek Kwiatkowski or Ethan McCabe. She's tried to pick out Bartek Kwiatkowski, but Dylan McLaughlin does intercept. She does well enough to position her chair to limit that ball going goal bound. They'll want to ensure that their goal kicks are more accurate. She's done better there. And Sean Cuddy well advanced up the pitch. Matthew Crowley now to take over. Bartek Kwiatkowski should be there to meet, but misses it, and then goes all the way through to Ellie Brown. Bartek needs to be careful about his positioning about the 2-on-1. It's well cleared by Ellie Brown there.
Yeah, again we could see a couple of what we think were 2-on-1s, which I think the referees missed there. So
well blocked out by Bartek Kwiatkowski. Yep, number 2 Bartek Kwiatkowski just needs to be careful his positioning and be aware that he needs to allow a 3-metre distance between himself and his other defensive players, not to allow that 2-on infringement. The players were just positioning themselves there, so the referee had just blown it back, and it'll be they'll retake this corner. Just giving the instructions to McCabe and Brown in that Northern Ireland goal. As Crowley comes over to take, tries to find Dylan McLaughlin, he does, but McCabe does well to block the shot, and now he's going to try and advance up the pitch. Ben Thompson has to advance, give to McCabe the space, but Fiona Longig has done extremely well there. Well worked by both players there to limit the space and the opportunity for either side, and it goes out for a Northern Ireland kick-in. Kwiatkowski coming over to take, Ben Thompson just in front, Ethan McCabe to his left. It goes with Ben Thompson, who sees it all the way through to Sean Cuddy's chair in the Republic of Ireland's goal. The referee's going to allow that to continue. as Ben Thompson and Matthew Crowley battle. Still there. Ben Thompson's going to want to try and wrap the ball around the front of Matthew Crowley's chair, but Crowley does extremely well, and Fiona Longig has to drop off. And now Dylan McLaughlin will take back over. Ben Thompson, it's a good pass there from Ben Thompson. Bartek Kaskowski would have, if he was a little bit deeper, that would have been a good opportunity for Northern Ireland, the host. McLaughlin drives it diagonally across the pitch, finds Fiona Longig, but Ellie Brown, as she did for much of yesterday, is there to meet it and put up a wall in front of that Northern Ireland defence. Crowley has an attempt, but once again, Brown meets it. Well battled by Bartek Kaskowski and Fiona Longig there. Well played by Northern Ireland as they try to advance. Matthew Crowley, and that's even better. Bartek Kaskowski superbly intercepted, tries to find Ben Thompson, but it just gets caught in the front of Sean Cuddy's chair. And this is better from Northern Ireland. Still very finely balanced. Looks like we're just trying to have a little adjustment with Ethan McCabe's chair. It seems to have gone off. Looks like we're back in action now.
Experienced coach there, so he comes in, turns it on, turns it off again, it starts.
Ben Thompson with the kick in. Kaskowski in front of him, who he finds, but can't get enough of an angle on the ball to generate power for a pass to one of his teammates, and Fiona Longig will come over to take the Ireland kick in.
Fantastic start to the game.
It really is. It was always going to be a good game. Either one playing for a spot in the final, very finely balanced. I have a feeling that the first goal in this game will be the most important, so neither will want to make any mistakes, any errors leading to chances.
Yes, I totally agree.
There's a good pass from Dylan McLaughlin. He finds Fiona Longig. It just slips past the front of his chair without any connection. I would say the Republic of Ireland have had the better of the chances, but after watching all of Northern Ireland's games tomorrow, there's definite chances, and if they can get this goal kick system right between Ellie Brown, Ethan McCabe, it put Bartek Kaskowski away a lot yesterday. She's gone straight to Kaskowski, who finds Ethan McCabe. That's much better. Ethan McCabe lets it run across his chair. Ben Thompson has to be careful in that top left-hand corner for Northern Ireland. He's still advantage. Ben Thompson is going to want to pass here on the right-hand side of the box, but Matthew Crowley limits McCabe's options. It looks like there was a bit of heavy contact there from Ethan McCabe, and the referee allows a free kick in Ireland's favour.
I think this is a good thing where we've got some experienced linesmen here to help the referee out at times, who will help to direct the referee for missed infringements, and one that's picked up by our experienced linesman on this side notified the referee for a slight infringement.
Yep. As this is also a development tournament for the players of England, Scotland, Northern Ireland and Ireland. We must stress that the match officials and some of the referees participating in this weekend's tournament are also in development. Been very impressed with some of them so far. So full credit to the match officials here this weekend. Just want to extend a thank you to our sanctioning body, EPFA, and also our friends over the pond, Power Soccer Shop, for supporting this event. As Ellie Brown just lets that go out for a goal kick. One thing I will have to say, Bright, is how fantastic the supporters have been this weekend.
Definitely. You can't say they are being shy, that's for sure.
We've got two Northern Ireland and the Ireland fans competing at the moment of who can be the most enthusiastic and loud to cheer and jeer their teams on, as Ethan McCabe tries to advance. That's a good pass, it's a good idea, but McLaughlin does well to cut it out, and they're going to have a chance here. McLaughlin advances. He's got a long gear to his right, as well as Matthew Crowley. Matthew Crowley's going to have a go at goal, but Ellie Brown does well to block. It's heating up now. We've got the crowd behind us. We've got the action in front of us. It's really a nice mix, Bri.
It is. It's absolutely great. I mean, Matthew there sort of, I think, took the wrong option. There was a chance he could have cut the ball across, but he a bit of blood to the brain, and he took the shot on trying to pass through two chairs, which was never going to happen.
Fiona Longig with the kick in straight to Matthew Crowley, who's going to guide it towards the side of Ethan McCabe and Ellie Brown's chair, and it goes out for an Ireland corner.
Also, Ryan, we've also got the classifiers today are in the stands watching the games. They classified players yesterday, so today they'll be observing the players to back up the levels they gave them yesterday on their classification.
Absolutely. A huge thank you to all helping to make this event what it is. And we hope you can all join us the weekend of May 7th and May 8th, where we'll see the senior sides of England, Scotland, Ireland and Northern Ireland compete in a similar style Home Nations tournament to be crowned Home Nation champions. McLaughlin has a go, but Ethan McCabe meets it. Well covered by Ellie Brown at the back as well to give McCabe that space. And Ethan's done extremely well to advance Northern Ireland up the pitch after a little bit of an attacking spell from the opposition.
But once again, the defence is absolutely amazing. They're stopping everything.
If they can get their attacking phases fine-tuned, there's the real foundation of a solid team here. As Ethan McCabe just lets it cushion into the side of his chair and tries to advance past McLaughlin, but McLaughlin does well to win the ball. Ellie Brown commanding instructions at her defence. McLaughlin takes the kick in. Ben Thompson does well to intercept. Still some exciting options on either bench for Ireland. Isaiah O'Driscoll, Tommy Thornton and Lucas Gorman will all be itching to come on and make an impact some point in the game. And for Northern Ireland, we've got Kingston Bryce, who was bright yesterday, Dyer Gorman and Cole McVeigh. Referee just wants a word with McLaughlin there. Sorry, Olongig.
A little bit overzealous. A little bit.
Good chance here for Northern Ireland as Ellie Brown comes to take this. Looks like they're going to try and work an opportunity and more players up the pitch. It will also leave them defensively liable if Ellie can't get back in her goal in time. If it was to go to an Ireland possession, she finds Ethan McCabe, who finds Bartek, tries to find Bartek Kaskowski, but Sean Cuddy just limits his options and does well. As McLaughlin tries to advance, but Kaskowski is going to try and wrap his chair around the ball and Fiona Longig, but there's no option here for the right hand side, and Matthew Crowley is going to take over. Olongig finds Crowley. If McLaughlin can get down this wing, that's a good chance for them. He can't quite get the angle on the pass, and Ellie Brown will comfortably deal with that effort from Dylan McLaughlin. But really, what a game this is so far.
It is end to end. It's exciting stuff, and this is just what the crowds and the fans and supporters have come to see, and obviously all those on our live stream.
Yes, thank you all for joining us. We hope you're enjoying this tournament so far. We've got a really exciting matchup between Scotland and England following this one. And then a third place playoff, followed by that all-important final, which these two are playing for, as Olongig tries to find a way past Ellie Brown's chair. It's so finely balanced. These players know that the slightest error could see them out of the final. Let's not forget, it's Northern Ireland. Northern Ireland won't force it too much. A draw is enough for them to progress to the final. So Ireland have to chase this game. Ellie Brown with the goal kick. Ben Thompson does well to intercept. Well battled. Raw. Ben Thompson finds Kuskowski, can't quite get a connection on the ball. Invites the pressure from number 7, Dylan McLaughlin. He's done well there. He has no options in attack with him. Olongig's going to want to get up to support him. Rafi Crowley just a bit deeper, does well to find Olongig, but can't quite get the power on the pass to find it to one of his teammates. And Kuskowski there, constantly
well played,
battling away, not limiting the options for Ireland. Potential chance for Ireland as Olongig has the option of Crowley and McLaughlin. They've just switched position, so Olongig is going to come deep. Crowley in the middle with McLaughlin taking the kick in. Drills it through, but Ellie Brown does well to intercept. He has another go at it, but can't quite get the timing. It fortunately goes out for an Ireland kick in. McLaughlin to Crowley.
Again, Abby. Ellie is there to meet the ball and push the ball out of play. Her position in plays is just terrific.
Well played by Ellie Brown to try and advance Ben Thompson up the pitch. It's well worked by Crowley. Can he find one of his teammates? Unfortunately, too much pace on the ball, and it goes out for a Northern Ireland kick in. Well done from McLaughlin there, but Ellie Brown does well to pick up Ben Thompson and Fiona Olongig. It's a little battle with Kuskowski. Very finely balanced still as Crowley tries to find it over to McLaughlin. He's got Olongig at the back post, but McCabe just got a nick on the front of that, and it goes out for an Ireland corner kick. Ireland coaches Ian Lamkin and Kevin Gannon will be happy so far. And as I was saying they would have been happy with the pressure that Ireland were producing so far, but they need to chase that goal. They need to chase this game. And now that goal puts them in the ascendancy. Fantastic goal there from Dylan McLaughlin to put Ireland 1-0 up against their close rivals Northern Ireland and puts them in the driving seat for a place in that final.
It was a very well worked set piece. They've obviously practiced that one on the practice pitch time and time again to get that just right. McLaughlin's swing of the chair was perfect, took the ball just inside the post. There was no other room either side of that post and the goalkeeper.
Bartek Kuskowski does well to intercept. Let's remember, a goal for Northern Ireland would see them progress. If the scoreline stayed as it currently is, all Northern Ireland need is to equalise, is for a draw. But at the moment it's Ireland who lead as we approach the half-time interval. McLaughlin, superb control of the chair there. Will just try and guide it down the line, but Kaskowski does well to limit the option. The battle ensues with McLaughlin getting the better of it, and he's going to continue to advance. He's got a long game to his right, a bit deeper, with Matthew Crowley now trying to occupy a position on the left. They've just switched over.
Good play, very good play. We say sometimes about the passing game, but sometimes you need to have someone who can drive the ball out deep into the opponent's half, and that's just what he did then.
The roars behind us as Dylan McLaughlin takes the kick in, goes all the way through to Fiona Longy, who has an opportunity. Ethan McCabe had it covered.
Three in the box, I think.
It's certainly what they're appealing for.
The pressure is still on.
A real huge opportunity with only seconds left in this half. Dylan McLaughlin and Matthew Crowley just having that conversation between them. Who's going to take it? It's going to be Dylan McLaughlin through to Matthew Crowley, who lets it run across his chair, drills it into the side of Ethan McCabe's chair. They're going to have another go at it. Ethan McCabe there to meet it again, third time, but Bartek Kaskowski does this superbly well to limit the opportunities as the referee blows the whistle for the half-time whistle. Fantastic half between Republic of Ireland, who lead Northern Ireland by 1-0. Join us shortly for the second half. Welcome back to this second half between Ireland and Northern Ireland. This closely fought fixture, which currently Ireland have the advantage in. A single goal from Dylan McLaughlin separates the sides. Both will be chasing that spot in the final. And Northern Ireland, draw or win, would see them progress to the final. A win for Ireland would almost see them progress to the EPFA Home Nations Cup final, subject to the result between England and Scotland. Final preparations. The referee blows us away for the second half of this EPFA Home Nations Cup fixture between Ireland and Northern Ireland. Kaskowski with the kick in. Finds Ethan McCabe well. He just uses the pace of the ball to advance up the pitch. Still there. Matthew Crowley's going to want to try and nick it off the front of McCabe's chair. But McCabe's done well. Probably the deepest he's been all fixture. There's been a substitution at the half-time interval with Kingston Briers coming on in place of Ben Thompson. He'll want to make an early impact to get his team back in the fixture. Matthew Crowley. The ball was stationary and did not move between the two chairs. The ball has to continue rolling when trapped between two chairs, so the referee allows a set ball, which will be taken by Ethan McCabe and Dylan McLaughlin. Proudly sporting their country flags and colours on their respective bumpers. As McCabe gets the better of that set ball and advances. He's got the option of Kaskowski, who he finds. Good interception there from McLaughlin. Forces Ellie Brown into action, who does a superb bump to her teammate Kingston Briers. Kaskowski has to be careful about his positioning. The referee allows that 2-on-1, which he'll now bring it back to. It's a common theme for Northern Ireland. Kaskowski just needs to be aware of his position on the pitch. The roar from the crowd behind us as Matthew Crowley comes over for this free kick. Also, substitution for our current leaders, Ireland. Looks like Fiona Longig has gone off the field of play in place of Lucas Gorman as kicks the prize. There's an opportunity to put his side back in to level terms and put that space in the final in reach.
I think that's his first touch of the game.
As I said, he'll want to make that impact when he comes on. That his teammates struggled to. Ben Thompson came off in the half-time interval in place of Kingston Briers, and with one of his first involvements in the game, puts his side back level. And it means so much to these players. We're seeing Ellie Brown getting emotional in the Northern Ireland goal. It's amazing to see, and it just putting on their country shirt is a dream for any of these players. This just got lively, Brian.
It's got very lively, and I think the supporters behind us are in full agreement with that.
Kingston Briers just in front of us. Into the back of Bartek Kaskowski's chair. He's going to have to drive away to allow the space, but McLaughlin does well to block it. In case you missed it, I was trying to explain the substitution between Fiona Longig and Lucas Gorman happened in the half-time interval. Ellie Brown, calm, limiting Matthew Crowley's options, and she's done well there to see that ball out.
Again, great defensive work, great defensive work.
Kaskowski coming over for this. McCabe cushions the ball into the side of his chair. He's going to want to keep going. Kingston Briars advanced up the pitch. Interesting, he just felt there was a bit too much contact there from Ethan McCabe. And the referee awards a free kick to Ireland. Matthew Crowley to take. Got Gorman to his left. McLaughlin to his right. He goes with the latter, but Kingston Briars does well to cut out the ball. And it goes out for another Ireland kick in. McLaughlin, well blocked by Ellie Brown there. Referee just positioning the two Northern Ireland defenders as McLaughlin comes over to take his second corner in quick succession. Ellie Brown once again limiting the options. Sorry if there's any technical difficulties with the camera. We hope you can see us. Just have to adjust the lighting of the cameras. Good ball from McLaughlin, finds Gorman at the back post, but well blocked by Ellie Gorman, who commands her teammate Bartek Kaskowski up the pitch. And he's done extremely well there to advance past Matthew Crowley. He's got Kingston Briars to his left. Crowley comes off the better. Can he get his chair around the ball? He can't, unfortunately. And Northern Ireland will continue to mount this pressure. A goal for Northern Ireland here would see them very much in the driving seat for a place in that final. Would end all hopes for Scotland. As Kingston Briars' superb connection tries to find Ethan McCabe.
Definitely end-to-end stuff, mate.
McLaughlin intercepted by Briars. Gorman with an involvement. 2-on-1 infringement. I think that was McLaughlin and Crowley there.
You know it's going well when the crowd. You know it's going well when the crowd start. You know it's going well when the crowd support a 2-on-1.
Absolutely. Crowley with a very deep kick in for Ireland, intercepted by Kingston Briars. Dylan McLaughlin's taking responsibility. There's a little bit of a mistake from Matthew Crowley as the ball just rebounds off the back of his chair, and I'm not sure which way that's going to go. It's going to go in the way of Ireland, and they'll be thankful about that. Ethan McCabe, well met by Lucas Gorman for Republic of Ireland. Kingston Briars coming over for the kick in. Bartek Kaskowski just in front, just past, a little bit deeper to the left of Dylan McLaughlin in that Ireland defence. Ethan McCabe well marked by Lucas Gorman, and Kingston Briars plays it into the space, and McLaughlin will be there to sweep it up. anyone's game here, Brian.
Yeah, I was about to say, with probably just over 10 minutes to go, what are you thinking?
It's so finely balanced. As I've said many times, a draw here for Northern Ireland would see them progress to the final, so they don't have to force too much. They don't have to chase this game as much as Ireland do. But there's goals in either side, as we've witnessed in this game so far. With 10 minutes left to play, it promises to be an exciting half. As Mclaughlin comes over for the kick-in. Drives it through, and met by Ellie Brown. Just gets the thumbs up from her coach, Michael Hilland. Crowley drives it across to Lucas Gorman at the back. Can't get the direction on his shot, unfortunately. And there's 3 in the box again. Frustration there. Kaskowski has to be aware of his positioning. And a real chance here for Ireland to take the lead once again. Have to be careful about that. They need to communicate between themselves. As Matthew Crowley comes over to take this free kick, a real opportunity. He's got Dylan McLaughlin wedged between the chairs of Ethan McCabe and Ellie Brown on that Northern Ireland goal. He just switched positions and he's got Lucas Gorman to his right. Both very good options. Wonder if he'll go straight for Dylan McLaughlin, try and squeeze it past the centre of Ellie Brown and Ethan McCabe. As Crowley takes. Real opportunity here.
Go behind the dude. Go behind him.
Fine margins, as you can see. Just making their final adjustments. And Matthew Crowley has left the responsibility to Lucas Gorman to take the free kick. Will he use the option of Crowley to his right, or will he opt for McLaughlin in the middle? Taking their time. Gorman comes to take. He's got Crowley, who he goes for. Drives it into the side. Ethan McCabe intercepts the initial chance. He has another go at it, and Ethan McCabe does well. Kaskowski has to be aware. The linesman was signalling for 2-on-1 there. Bartek Kaskowski again, but the referee didn't seem to acknowledge it. And that's a let-off there for Northern Ireland. Crowley. Just Pete Taylor waving.
Yeah, straps come off him.
The referee down just to adjust something on Kingston Bry's chair.
Yeah, just a hand strap.
Just gives an opportunity for the coaches of both Ireland and Northern Ireland to have a little word with their players. Just under 7 minutes remaining. Ireland 1, Northern Ireland 1. Goals from Dylan McLaughlin for Ireland. And Kingston Bry's for Northern Ireland.
Ethan, stay focused.
Matthew Crowley drives it down to McLaughlin, and Ethan McCabe, stationary in that Northern Ireland goal, will be happy to let it roll out of play for a goal kick. As it looks like Isaiah O'Driscoll is going to come on for Ireland. Going to try and change something with this system. I think the referee, he has acknowledged the substitution, and it looks like Lucas Gorman, only recently introduced, will come off in place of Isaiah O'Driscoll, who looked bright in his time played yesterday. Can he force it to McLaughlin? Well blocked by Ellie Brown.
Crowley has a go again. McLaughlin drives it into the side of Ethan McCabe's chair, and looks like we've got a 2-on-1 once again, but this time in favour of Northern Ireland.
No, he said it was over the line. Changed his mind.
And it looks like we've got a free kick that Ellie Brown will take. She'll want a nice, accurate pass here that doesn't put them under any immediate pressure, but Bryce is there to take over, to try and intercept Ellie Brown. Ethan McCabe very isolated in the middle, but Matthew Crowley now adjusted that, and that's well worked goal kick that Sean Cuddy has to meet. And now Bryce has an opportunity, but Sean Cuddy's going to let that just roll out of play. That's what Northern Ireland need to do. Let's not forget, a draw is enough for them to progress to the final. And with 4.5 minutes left to play, Ireland will have to chuck everything at this in order to qualify for that final. Looks like they're going to go for a very attacking setup now, as Sean Cuddy is about to leave the field of play in place of Fiona Longig.
They just have to change the goalkeeper's top.
As suspected, they're going to have to chuck everything at this now. Northern Ireland maybe be under a lot of pressure in the final few minutes. If they can maintain this current scoreline with 4 points on the leaderboard, that would be enough for an England-Northern Ireland final this afternoon. We've had a few breaks in play throughout this second half, which should be added at the end of the 40 minutes or 20-minute second half. We could see a different tactical approach here from Republic of Ireland. As they chase the game, they need a second goal. Wonder if they play almost a 4-out system where all players have attacking responsibilities and they have that understanding between them who has to field the defensive duties. As Matthew Crowley comes to take the goal kick, Bartek Kaskowski does well to intercept. He just want to keep it there, not force too much, as Kingston Bryce now resumes responsibility of Northern Ireland possession. And Kingston's done extremely well. Dylan McLaughlin has to force that up the pitch. 2.5 minutes left to play. Kingston Bryce does well, but Ethan McCabe just a nick of his chair. Kaskowski, can he advance up the pitch and limit the options of Crowley? Isaiah O'Driscoll, with his first major involvement in the game, is met by Ethan McCabe in the Northern Ireland defensive box. And he does extremely well there, Ethan McCabe. And that goes out for an Ireland kick. 2 minutes left to play, finally balanced at 1-1. Going to get a substitution here. That's Northern Ireland. We'll see Bartek Kaskowski come off in place of Carl McVeigh. We apologise if on the stream it appears as though the score is 1-0. It should be adjusted now to credit Northern Ireland with their equalising goal and the goal that should see them through to the final if they can maintain it. Matthew Crowley. Only over a minute left in the second half, not including any additional minutes added by the referee, as he fires it into the side of McLaughlin's chair. But Kingston Bryce has done extremely well there to limit the options, and Northern Ireland will have the kick in.
I've got to say, this has been one of the most exciting matches to watch so far.
The local rivalry with everything to play for, a place in spot in the potential final against England, as Kingston Briars won't be too happy with that pass, but thankfully it goes out for a Northern Ireland goal kick. With seconds remaining. Can Northern Ireland out see this draw and book their spot in this afternoon's final to be crowned EPFA Home Nations champions? Ellie Brown with a goal kick. She won't want to give anything to the Irish attackers. Isaiah O'Driscoll is going to look to try and nick it, but Ethan McCabe does well there to just see it past O'Driscoll, and McLaughlin has to shepherd the ball out of play.
Actual full time is gone, but we're just playing now. What the referee's added on for the couple of stoppages play.
We've got additional, which Carl McVeigh for his first involvement does well to just cut it out, and Kingston Briars just bumps off the front of his chair, and this is going to be one last real opportunity here for Ireland, who need a goal to have any chance of representing their country in the EPFA Home Nations Cup final. McLaughlin, he's got the options of Crowley, O'Longig and O'Driscoll all at his disposal. Can he pick any of them out? Ellie Brown and Ethan McCabe have been resolute in their defensive duties all game. They won't want to give any opportunities here, but this could be a real opportunity with Ireland adopting a 4-out system. All players present in the Northern Ireland defensive half as it goes all the way through, and Carl McVeigh will have got up the pitch. Some heavy contact there from Carl McVeigh, and the chance will be resumed by the Republic of Ireland. Looks like Kingston Briars' arm strap has come off once again, and they'll just adjust. This should be added on. The referees consider it. We've completed the customary 20-minute half. This is additional time where Ireland still chase a winning goal. She finds Crowley but can't get the angle on the ball. Carl McVeigh has to be careful there as Ellie Brown shepherds it out for a corner ball. Pressure mounted here from Ireland. The referee could blow for the full-time whistle at any second. He's got the whistle in his mouth and doesn't allow Ireland to take the corner kick, and this Northern Ireland who progress to the EPFA Home Nations Cup final against England. Fantastic performance for both teams, but Northern Ireland had the advantage entering the fixture. All they needed was a draw to progress, and despite mounting pressure from the Republic of Ireland, it is the host Northern Ireland that progress. Congratulations to all. Fantastic fixture, I'm sure you'll agree, Brian.
Absolutely. It was a game I had all the spectators sort of jumping in the aisles virtually. Some very passionate supporters, and they were treated to a fantastic game with a 1-1 draw coming out of it, but obviously only one team going through to the final there.
Absolutely. So congratulations to Northern Ireland. Commiserations to Republic of Ireland, but they still have the third place playoff to fight for. Join us shortly for Scotland versus England, the first international matchup between the sides. We hope you can join us then. See you soon.